Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you 5 Wonderkids who you can get for under 50 million in the future of your FM save, and how best to use them and when the best time to buy them is. Let's go. So here we have number 5, Gustavo Maya. He currently plays for Barcelona if you're starting your save right now. I bought him in this career for 7.5 million in 2024. And if you look at his stats, let's go back here. If you look at his stats, 18 agility, 15 acceleration, 14 pace, 16 dribbling, 11 finishing. He's just super well-rounded, and he can play on either side and up top at striker. I haven't trained him in any at other positions. And then if you look at his goal scoring history, 13 goals in 2025, 11 goals in 2026, 18 goals in 2027, and if you look at his average rating, he's been above 7 every year. He's definitely one of my most consistent performers, and he's in the team week in, week out, and we have, at this point, where we've won the Bundesliga 3 years in a row, and he's definitely one of our best performers. So this right here is in my Ochsensexic München save. I'm at 2028 now. We're working our way up to be the best team in the world. If you want to see any of this save live and in person, you follow me on Twitch. I stream there just about every day, every night for at least 2 hours. Or at least that's what I'm trying to do. And then beyond that, clips and everything will be uploaded to YouTube later if you want to just watch them after the fact. But just so you know, link to my Twitch in the description. Follow on there if you want to catch up with me every day. Live streaming at night around 8 p.m. Pacific time. Now coming in at number 4, we have Armin Veh. I just changed his name. He was on my team. I changed his name to Armindo just because it's easier to say. Rolls off the tongue better. But he, in real life, currently at Bayern München. He was just bought this summer, came in for free. And then if you look at his history with us, we signed him for $13.25 million. We had two loans with him, and he scored 24 goals for us. And then we sold him basically as the season started. We only owned him for 1 year, got 92 million. That return is incredible, and even for Bayer Leverkusen, he's banging in the goals. 27 goals. He scored 24 goals for me in the Bundesliga, 18 and 12. Always hovering at least around 7. Just a consistent performer. If we look at his overview, again, super agile. Just very good technically on the ball. Has super high pace. Pretty strong and has a good height for a number 9. Mostly just plays up top, but he's only 25 in this save too. So if you're looking, there's so many strikers ahead of him at Bayern München that they're never going to give him a shot, and his price is going to drop just because of a lack of playing time. But if you can get him either for a loan or just buy him outright, and he'll be a stud for you. 16 dribbling, 15 finishing. Definitely one of the best strikers I've used so far in FM21 this year. At number 3, we have Alex Coyado. He's currently at Valencia, starts at Barcelona in this save. Honestly, you can scour Barcelona's youth teams. You'll find pretty good players, and you will be able to get them pretty cheap in the future, just because there's so many of them, and there's so many good players on their first team that they aren't playing. It's just not possible for them to play all of their players at once. So they have a lot of prospects like this who aren't like Ansu Fati or Pedri, who are definite for sure things, but if you let them develop, they will be very good. And he can play all through the middle of the park. If you look at his statistics, 12 finishing, 15 dribbling, just super well-rounded, 16 passing, 17 technique, 16 vision, 16 off the ball. He's almost like a Spanish Thomas Müller, just because he can play everywhere, and he's very good playing off the ball. And if you look at the prices he's been bought for, 35, 32, I'm sure that you could, and if you look at the minimum cost here, it only costs them 24 outright. Could go up to 32.5, but who knows. And then if you look at assists, averaging right around 10 assists, super consistent in his rating, which I know is a huge thing. Especially for teams that are struggling for form, you want to have those consistent performers, and someone like Alex Coyado is someone who can get the job done, and I would definitely buy him if you see him pop up in your save and you have the funds for it. And at number 2, We have Gustavo Assuncao, is at Atalanta in this game, in this save. Starts at Famalicão in the save when you're starting off. He's 28, so he just basically goes with the years. But if you look, Leicester gets him in 2022 for 24 million, and I mean honestly, that's a huge bargain. And then he fell out of the team, and then 33 million to Atalanta, and he's been a regular starter, super consistent performer again at Atalanta. And if you look at his stats, like, just incredibly well-rounded. Only one stat in mentals is below 10, possibly not even, for sure. And he's 3.5 stars. I have a pretty good team, so in your team he's probably going to be one of your best performers. Valued at 25 million, but definitely outperforms that valuation. Atalanta have been also playing really well in the save, so just goes to show that with players like this, you can play better than you're expected. And I mean, he's just so well-rounded, and he's definitely someone to look out for. If you see him, you can get him for a good price, and he should not disappoint. And lastly, coming in at number 1, we have Lazarus Sarmarcevic. He's also at Atalanta, and I mean, look at his physicals, super well-rounded. Also pretty good technically. He's a little weak, which, I mean, you'd want some more out of him in that sense. But we did sign him from Augsburg in 2025 for 14 million, and I mean, Augsburg signed him for 4 million in 2022. So you can get him pretty early on, and he'll be a good performer for you. Yeah, he did get relegated with this Augsburg team, but they've been sort of a yo-yo team the whole save. So don't let that put a black mark on his sort of his career trajectory. But I mean, we had him. He was able to play basically everywhere where we needed him. Again, these players who are cheap and super versatile are players who can definitely help you in the future, and they're the players like that you just are able to slot in anywhere. These utility players are just perfect for saves where you're struggling for money, and you can't go and buy Marcus Rashford, you can't go and buy Mason Greenwood. You need these cheap players who will play wherever and will get in the team, and will perform even if they're not in their desired position. They'll perform no matter what. And Lazarus Sarmarcevic is exactly that. He gets the job done at all times. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, I love making these FM videos. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments below. I would love to see them. And if you have any players that you think I should look at, leave that in the comments as well. If anyone's looking for tips in the comments, I'll be sure to respond. I'm sure other people in the comments will be sure to respond as well. Yeah, so just keep grinding, FM. It'll all be worth it. You'll win the Champions League one day, or whatever league you're in, whatever your goal is. You'll make it there. Yeah, but just keep following the channel for tips. Remember, follow me on Twitch if you want to see this save in person. We also have other saves going, all in Europe currently, and eventually in the future gonna try and branch out to the MLS and a couple of different leagues throughout the world. So yeah, make sure you follow on Twitch, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. Yeah, thanks for everything, guys.